Ordinance 181-11, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with SumaCare, Inc. for health care insurance for the employees of the City of Medina, Ohio.
Move to approve.
Second.
The emergency clause has been requested. I'll entertain a motion to add it at this time.
Move to add the emergency clause.
Second, adding the emergency clause.
Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. This is the health care insurance for the employees of the City of Medina. The emergency clause is requested. It took us to this point to get all of the details worked out between Dorman Farrell, ourselves, and SUMA to get the lowest price possible for the city, and the contract expires at the end of this year. Therefore, we need the emergency clause.
Thank you. Further discussion on the emergency clause? Will the clerk please call the roll on the emergency clause?
Simpson?
Yes.
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Coyne?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Shields?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Further discussion on ordinance 181-11? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Shields?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Coyne?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Ordinance 181-11 passes 6-0.
Ordinance 182-11, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement between the City of Medina and Montville Township relative to providing fire protection for the township.
Move to approve subject to law director approval.
Second.
The emergency clause has been requested. I'll entertain a motion to add it at this time.
Move the add emergency clause.
Second, adding the emergency clause.
Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. This is the city has been involved in a contract to provide fire services to the Township of Montville. This contract is basically the same with two major changes. One, it's a 5-year contract versus the 3 years that had previously been done. The second is it adds in some capital dollars in addition to the normal standby and call charge fees to help the city offset some of the charges of current and future fire trucks.
Thank you. Further discussion on the emergency clause? Will the clerk please call the roll on the emergency clause?
Coyne?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Shields?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Further discussion on ordinance 182-11? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Coyne?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Shields?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Ordinance 182-11 passes 6-0.
Ordinance 183-11, an ordinance amending section 133.01 of the codified ordinance of the City of Medina, Ohio relative to association memberships.
Move to approve.
Second.
The emergency clause has been requested, and I'll entertain a motion to add it at this time.
Move the add emergency clause.
Second, adding emergency clause.
Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. This is a request for City Council to permit the City of Medina to join the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. The purpose being that the City of Medina would obtain a 2% reduction in health care costs by joining the Wadsworth Chamber. That reduction is only offered to Akron Chamber members or regional members of the Akron Chamber. It was reviewed by Dorman Farrell, by SUMA on our end, by SUMA on the Wadsworth Chambers, and to see if that could be transferred to the local chamber, and determined that it could not. So we're requesting council's authorization for us to save that 2%, which is in essence $35,000, a little greater than $35,000 savings for the city. The reason for the emergency clause is this has to be passed and adopted by council by the end of the year, so that at the renewal period on January 1st, the city is a member.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Further discussion on the emergency clause? Will the clerk please call the roll on the emergency clause?
Rose?
Yes.
Shields?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Coyne?
Yes.
Fuller?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Further discussion on ordinance 183-11? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Fuller?
Yes.
Rose?
Yes.
Shields?
Yes.
Simpson?
Yes.
Riddell Ware?
Yes.
Coyne?
Yes.
Ordinance 183-11 passes 6-0.
Council comments. Are there any council comments this evening?
Madam President,
Mr. Coyne?
if you would, if you could step up front here, I think I have a little presentation. That's all right.
It's not a story, don't worry.
stay up here so we're the same size.
For TV, I better.
Here, sit down.
Wait, oh, wow, that's nice. Well, as everybody knows, this is the last meeting for our outgoing president, Cindy Fuller, and I just wanted to give her some little recognition. All of you may know that as a president, somewhat a thankless job, but I think everybody should take into perspective of what actually has to be done as president. There was 172 council and finance meetings over the past 4 years, of which she had to attend. There were 60 budget hearings that she had to attend. There were 84 Board of Control meetings that she had to attend. Now, if you add those all up, it's approximately 325 meetings. Now, there are other meetings also. There are the Strategic Plan Advisory Committee meetings that we've had over the past 4 years, the Business Development Committee meetings, and Council of the Whole meetings, which there was approximately 15. So if you take that, you have about 345 meetings, which over a 4-year period, that's like having a meeting a day for 1 year. So 25% of the time is spent going to meetings. That could be good or bad. Now, the number of ordinances that we passed and resolutions that we passed over the past 4 years totals over 811 total resolutions and resolutions that we've passed. Now, all that being said, that's a lot of dedication to public service that Cynthia has been involved in, and we greatly appreciate that. I guess on behalf of council, you already got your gifts. That was kind of cool. We want to thank you for your dedication to the public service and to the city of Medina. We gave you a poinsettia plant, and in the little bag here, it's just not a bag, there's a clock in there and there's an ornament in there. And the clock is inscribed that says, in recognition of your outstanding dedication, commitment, and leadership to the city of Medina and the community, Cynthia M. Fuller, President, Medina City Council, 1808 through 12/31/11. We appreciate your dedication, and we hope that you enjoy your retirement from City Council. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very sweet. I've enjoyed my time. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from the Boy Scouts. Some of you will know what I mean. One of the things that I did learn that I want to pass on to Mr. Coyne, though, because he's going to be stepping into the seat, I have a present for you also.
I don't know if I want it.
So at one of the meetings where it got a little out of hand, I needed a gavel. And many of you may or may not know there's not a gavel up here. So the best thing I had was my cell phone. So I pounded my cell phone a lot at that particular meeting, trying to get the meeting back in order. So our service director decided that any good president should have a gavel. But being from the service department, this is the gavel. So it's my pleasure to pass this on to Mr. Coyne. Use it wisely. Please don't hurt anyone.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Mr. Simpson?
I also would like to thank you for your dedication, your leadership, your kind smile, and you're correct. There's been a few of the meetings over your past 4 years or tenure as council president that has been a little tenuous, and I think you did a wonderful job, not only handling the regular meetings, but keeping us our heads on straight, and with your financial background, I don't think that the community, most people don't realize what an asset that you have been to the city, and I appreciate it. And we're gonna miss your smiling face.
Thank you.
Cindy, I want to echo what Denny said. You know, you made a joke about being as tall as John, and I would tell people that Cindy might be short, but she's very mighty. Never underestimate her. And she's just done a great job with us. She brings a nice calming influence that we're going to miss, especially with John Coyne now running the meeting.
I'm telling you.
Because he does not bring a calming influence.
And your meetings are going to be much longer.
But thanks for taking good care of us, because this is not an easy group with 6 personalities, and you always did it with class and dignity, and appreciate the job you've done, and we will miss you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Madam President?
Yes.
I, too, want to echo my co-workers here in their sentiments. And for my first opportunity in politics, you were the right person to lead me in the right way, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you.
Your mentorship was very valuable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ditto. I'm going to miss you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
It has been a pleasure working with you on council. Having just been in here a couple years, I agree. It's been very nice to be mentored by somebody who has been calm and always considerate of everybody's views on council, and I thank you for that. And I look forward to working with John, but I was really hoping I'd get the gavel to keep John in line. But thanks anyway.
Thank you. Is there anything else from council this evening?
Madam President?
Yes.
I'm impressed with the showing that you have of all your friends and family members here. It speaks volumes, and I'd like to, welcome some former council people and former mayor. It's good to see all of you, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yes. I see lots of friendly faces in the crowd, so thank you all for coming. It's very special. If that's it, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.